Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am here with a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right here. It's a really pretty green halo eye look. I'm obsessed with this eye look. It's so pretty. I was really inspired by the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, which looks like this. I was really inspired by this shade right here. It's a really pretty shimmery dark green shade. It's called Ardell. Such a cute name, and I believe I only used this palette once in the tutorial, so I was like, you know what, let's take this back out and do a look with it. I also went ahead and used the Jalyn Hill palette as well. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this look. Sorry I've been MIA. I just came back from Disney World and I had such an amazing time. That's why I wear my mini ears in my tutorial, because I got them and I was like, you know what, it'd be so cute to pull my hair back in the tutorial with these, so I have to get them. But anyway, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and if you guys want to see this look right here, then let's go ahead and get started. I got my mini ears on and ready to go. So the first thing I want to go ahead and do is, of course, prime our eyelids. For that, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. The reason I like to use this as opposed to a regular eyeshadow primer is because it really helps conceal all the veins in your eyelids. It gives you a nice full coverage base to start off your look with. Now I'm going into the Too Faced Dipped in Gold palette, and I'm taking the shade called Rollin' in Dough. It's a light neutral shade, and you want to make sure you set that concealer down or any base that you applied, because it really makes sure that your shades go on nice and seamlessly as opposed to sticking to that concealer or whatever you use, and it's going to be very patchy. Going into the Jalyn Hill palette, I'm taking the shade MFEO. It's a light neutral brown shade, and for that, I'm going in with my Morphe M504 brush. It's a big fluffy brush, and I'm depositing this color from inner to outer corner, a little bit above my crease. The reason I'm doing this first is because going in with the lighter shade as opposed to going in with a dark shade first is really going to be messy quickly. So that's why you want to go with the lighter shade and keep going darker and darker, because it's going to be easier to blend and it's going to look very seamless. So this is going to help start off our look and make sure all of our shades blend nice and seamlessly. Now taking the shade Butter with my Morphe R37 brush. It's a more tapered blending brush. I'm putting this from inner to outer corner, a little bit below that first shade that we use. This one is a little bit darker than that other one. Once again, we're going from lighter to darker until we get to that really dark green shade. Once again, we're just making sure that everything blends nice and seamlessly together. Going back in with that shade we used to set our concealer from the Too Faced palette, I'm taking that with a big fluffy brush, and I'm making sure to blend all them shades together. Doing this really ensures you have no harsh lines. Now going into the shade Hunt with my Morphe M513 brush. It's a more denser, really skinny, tapered, fluffy brush, and I'm taking this and applying it from inner to outer corner, again below them two shades we use, and we're building the colors up. And we really want this color to peek through, so I'm really making sure to add a lot of it so it still peeks through when we're doing that green shade. And going back with that clean fluffy brush with no additional color and further blending everything out. You want to make sure you do this step during each color you use, just so it ensures that you have no harsh lines. Now I'm going into the shade called Jazz. It's an even darker, orangey brown shade, and I'm taking that with an even more smaller brush. This one is a Morphe M506 brush. It's perfect if you want to do a cut crease, if you want to really get in that inner corner area. This is such a skinny brush. It's perfect. I'm doing the same exact thing. Once again, just building the colors up from inner to outer corner, and then going back in with a clean fluffy brush to further blend them out. And here I'm just going back with that shade Hunt we used earlier, and it's reapplying it above that shade just so it really peeks through. Now for the star of the show, I'm taking the shade Enchant with my Morphe E18 brush. This is a really nice dense pencil brush. I'm applying this from inner to outer corner, keeping that center of my lid bare. That's where we're going to be applying the shimmer shade. Going back in with them two red-orange shades, Hunts and Jazz, I'm applying it above that green shade just so it really pops through. Going back in with that concealer, I'm taking a flat brush and applying this to the center of my lid. Doing this really ensures that you're cleaning up the look, and it also really helps when you apply that shimmer shade. It applies it more intensely because it is tacky, so it really helps to apply it nicely. Going back in with that Too Faced palette, I'm taking $1. It's a really pretty dark shimmer green shade, and with my finger, I'm packing this on the center of my lid wherever I put that concealer. Then going back in with that same green shade, I'm making sure to blend them two shades nicely together. Then I'm going ahead and popping onto mascara before we go ahead and apply our falsies. Now I'm taking these Ardell 250s, popping them on and going right into that Jalyn Hill palette once again and taking the shade Beam and applying that to my brow bone. To prep my skin, I'm going right into the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion in the shade Fair Glow and applying that over my entire skin just to give me a dewy, healthy look. And going right in with the Hard Candy Longwear Sheer Envy setting spray, I'm taking that and just setting my face so my makeup lasts throughout the day. For foundation, I'm taking my Sharp Tape Shape Hydrating Foundation. Mine is in the shade Light Sand. If you guys want to see my review on this, I'll leave it down below. To highlight as well as conceal, I'm going back into that Tarte Shape Tape Foundation and I'm applying that down the center of my eyes as well as my face. This really helps to brighten up the face and make it look nice and awake. To set anywhere I put that concealer, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 05 Fair and it's taking my beauty blender and setting that all down. Now to warm up my skin, I'm trying this for the first time. This is the Marc 40 Miracle Filter. This is the light filter and contour powder. It comes with a darker and a lighter side. I'm of course taking the darker side. This is the Morphe M530 brush. I've been loving applying my bronzer with this and I actually really love this. It applied so seamlessly and I love the color as well. Now just to try it out, I'm taking the lighter side and applying that underneath my contour to clean it up a little bit and to brighten my under eyes as well. Next for blush, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Color Iconic Blush in the shade Apricot. It's my favorite blush. It's a nice orangey, light peachy shade and applying that with the same brush. Now for a liquid highlight, I'm taking the L'Oreal True Match Glow Boosting Drops in the shade 507 Daybreak. And to apply this, I'm going to put my powder highlight and then blending that out with my damp beauty blender. Now going into the Jalyn Hill x Becca highlighting palette, I'm taking the shade Prosecco Pop and applying that with my Real Techniques highlighter brush. Going back in with that setting spray, I'm taking that and resetting my face and taking my damp sponge and patting that all in. To finish up the eyes, I'm going back in with the shade Butter and I'm taking that and applying it from my inner to outer corner underneath my lash line. Now going in with these two shades Hunts and Jazz, I'm taking that and doing the same exact thing. Going back in with that green shade Enchant and applying that to my outer and inner corner, keeping the center bare. And lastly, going in with that shimmer shade we used on our lid and applying that to the center. And going back in with the shade Beam for my inner corner. And lastly, I'm going in with any black eyeliner, applying that in my waterline and popping on some bottom mascara. And lastly, for my lips, I'm taking this lip liner by NYX. This one is in the shade Nude Pink, and just lining them. For lips, I'm taking the e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Coral and applying that to the rest of my lips. I wanted to make that color a little bit darker, so I'm taking the Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Sellout. And that is it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!